First and foremost, I want to give all praise to Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, double honors to the elders of the great millstone. Salutations for all y'all came on the house and Bible bidding to the marriage. I want to start off to say this title is gonna be called "We're gonna be persecuted for the truth." Latter days, every prophet, anyone on the highways and byways, are brought into prisons, executed, So I'm gonna start off with John 15:18. If the world hate you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. So everybody, when the Lord was here, everybody hated him. The Pharisees, the Sadducees. So like everybody always, reading in Matthews, everybody always questioned the Lord. They try to be sneaky. And we'll go down to 19. If you were of the world love his own. But because you are not of the world, but I've chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. So, if you were of the world love his own. Since we're not of the world, the world hates us. Because, this knowledge and understanding is too heavy for people, and it's not a bright thing when you get into it. It talks about, how Israel was put into captivity, um, how Esau is ruling, everybody don't, nobody wants to hear that. Everybody wants to hear something positive, Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they'll also persecute you. If they've kept my saying, they'll keep yours also. So, they'll keep, so whatever, they kept the Lord saying, how much more us? We're gonna go we're gonna go through that same exact thing, You got FEMA camps, they're gonna you got guillotines. It's like they're gonna chop off people's heads, You know, but yeah, I'm gonna get Matthew chapter Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Matthew chapter 5 verse 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for it is the kingdom of heaven. You know, we are persecuted for righteousness' sake, on the highways and byways daily, Blessed are ye men shall revile you and persecute you, shall say all manner of evil against you falsely for my sake. Rejoice and be exceeding glad, for great is your reward in heaven. For so persecuted they the prophet which were before you. So this happens. The same thing what the Lord is telling us right here that happened before in ancient times. Same thing happened to them. They what people will do now, scarfers, they'll take a video from probably anybody's page and just like crop it out to fit the certain things that they want to be said, you know, so they can repost it on their page, crop out certain words, look, he say something, nowadays, and they always trying to find something to say, and if they can't, they'll just make it up. That's what they did to Yahusha, false witnesses. I think they're like there's a couple of false witnesses that accused of Yahushua had nothing. He never even done anything. And he died. But I'm gonna get Luke. I'm gonna get First Corinthians, actually Second Corinthians, chapter 12, verse 10. Therefore I take, he said unto me, my grace is sufficient for thee, for my strength is made perfect in weakness. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory. Most gladly therefore will I rather glory in my infirmity, that the power of Yahushua may rest upon me. Therefore I take pleasures in infirmities and reproaches and necessities and persecutions and distress for Yahushua's sake. For when I am weak, then I am strong. Because the Lord will never, the Lord will gonna put you through a test, but the Lord will always, bring you out of that. If you, to the very end, the Lord's gonna test you for something. He's gonna put you through infirmities. That's what's gonna happen. And everybody, in time of Jacob's trouble, everybody's gonna be tested for whatever they done. You know. The Lord's gonna put people through stuff, that they never been through. So I'm gonna get Luke 6 and 22. I think I'm gonna start with 20. And he lifted up his eyes on his disciples and said, "Blessed be ye poor, for yours is the kingdom of heaven." It doesn't say, "Blessed be the rich," because there's churches, they have a giant congregation. They got these nice shiny glass doors. They got these nice Cadillacs. I was watching a movie on that before. The the preacher. It was a funny movie, but you could see where we're getting at. Um, the pastor, he said there was this. How they always sing in churches. They'll say he asks why. Don't ask why the pastor get a nice house or why the pastor get a nice car. It's like into a song. It's like saying that that they get stuff from the government to tell lies. Blessed are you that hunger now, for ye shall be filled. Blessed ye that weep now, for ye shall laugh. So the truth for weeping. Esau's in rulership. Our people are running amok around. It's chaos. It's ridiculous. And Esau destroying the earth, destroy them, which destroys the earth. You're destroying a giant life. Sustaining planet. That the Lord created for like everybody, even the heathens. Because if the Lord didn't want the heathens there, He would destroy them with it. Everybody has a purpose, but Esau, he doesn't care. But yeah, blessed are ye when men shall hate you, and when they shall separate you from their company, and shall reproach you, and cast out your name as evil for the sons of man's sake. So people are gonna cast up our name because they don't understand Yahushua. You know they're gonna do anything in their power to do that. The 23, rejoice ye in that day and leap for joy, for behold, your reward is great in heaven. In heaven, for in the like manner did their fathers unto the prophets. But woe unto you that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. So woe unto you that are rich. That saying that's in the scripture says first shall be last shall be first, and the first shall be last. Talking about in this kingdom, people who living it up good in this kingdom. The first shall be last. Cause like people that already got stuff, Jake, they already have, these houses. You got all these, you got Kanye West, all these celebrities, they all got things. So like, and these pastors, they get a lot of money daily, millions of dollars. You know, you can like just search up their names, you can see the network price, network worth. Network worth just means how much money they're worth. Millions of dollars. These companies and these per churches, music producers. So they're gonna be starving in that day. But woe unto you that receive that are rich, for ye have received your consolation. Woe unto you that are full, for ye shall hunger. So this is just balance. So the Lord always says, you know, that's what just like Esau. Esau never he hasn't Esau hasn't get persecuted once for anything he has done yet. And all he did, the Lord is a just balance, so he wouldn't let something like that slide. If the Lord is gonna persecute people like this, right now in today and age, have them living it up, when the dollar collapse, they're gonna go down while people never had any are gonna be up there, Lord's will that be everybody in the great millstone, But yeah, so it goes both ways, Like I like to use this. I like to bring up the scripture, but the same thing go for Cain and Abel. If Cain did the right thing, he wouldn't have none would have happened to him. But he didn't, so the Lord had to kill him. Not kill him. I meant curse him. My bad. But so Esau hasn't paid for any of his crimes that he did for 1,000 years. But his time is ticking. His time is up. The Lord always has a just balance. It's black and white. You get good, you get bad. So can't complain the last minute when the Lord comes back and say you don't know. That's the Lord just may just kill you on the spot, like you know. But want you that are full, for ye shall hunger, for ye shall mourn and weep. Want you when all men shall speak well for you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. Woe unto you when all men shall speak well of you, for so did their fathers to the false prophets. So, people speak well of you, that's not good, because you gotta be persecuted for the truth, not getting the best things, you know 10 and 29. I'm getting Matthew chapter 10 verse 29. Fear not them which kill the body but are able to kill the soul, but rather fear him which is able to destroy both soul and body in hell. So, in the grave, talking about this, it's talking about your spirit and your body. Your how they don't. The Lord can do that. You could, you could probably never existed. Who knows what the Lord could do? Are not two sparrows sold for a farthing, and one of them shall not fall on the ground without your Father? But very hairs of your head are all numbered. Fear ye not, therefore ye are of more value than many sparrows. Whosoever shall confess me before men, him will I confess also before my Father which is in heaven. So, if you deny the Lord, you deny His name, saying Christ, you know, that's not that that's not His name. So, he's not the Lord's not gonna know you, and the Lord's not gonna tell His Father, Yahweh Bashem, Yahweh Shai. But whosoever shall deny me before men, him will I also deny before my Father which is in heaven. So if you deny him before men, he's gonna deny you also. So, it's plain and simple. It's plain and simple. Think not that I am come to send peace on earth, but I came not to send a peace but a sword. Everybody's ready for the Lord to come back, but that they don't read the new. They all think the New Testament is good, but they don't read this. They read the thing they want to read. It's just like they're not gonna be ready when the Lord comes back. They're gonna. But yeah, always be ready to be persecuted for this truth. But I'm gonna get one more scripture. I'm gonna get Matthew chapter 11 verse 28. Come unto me, all ye that labor and which are heavy laden, and I'll give you rest. Take my yoke upon you and learn of me, for I am meek and lowly in heart, and ye shall find rest unto your soul. For my yoke is easy and my burden is light. So, this is talking about, just rest upon Yahweh Shem Yahshai, the burden is light, Esau is gonna put, Esau always got, he's always stressing somebody, always, just thinking about everything he done throughout, history, to this very day. It's like, it takes a lot, it takes a lot out of you, you just wanna just put, like, Esau, at least put him in a headlock, and you just think about it, probably, you never, just wanna attack Esau so bad, like, you just can't do it yet. It's like, man, but that's it on that. But always have faith in Yahweh Shem Yahshai. I want to say, we're gonna be persecuted for this truth. We should always be ready. Always pray to Yahweh Shem Yahshai for this knowledge. Pray for knowledge, understanding, and to have courage and have faith in Him, that that He'll have delivers. That we have the strength to endure. Through these cold winters. These tribulations that we get. These Scarfers, Esau. Whoever. Always be sober and be vigilant, So I want to give all praise to Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai. Double honors to the elders who gave millstone. Salutation for all your Akim on the highways and byways, begging to marriage. Till next time, I say shalom.